Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Sioux Falls Christian High School. Tonight's game between the Dell Rapids Warriors and the Sioux Falls Christian Chargers. We've got a doubleheader starting with the girls' game tonight. Sioux Falls Christian comes into this game with a record of 4-1, and Dell Rapids comes in with a record of 1 win and 4 losses. Starting lineups for tonight's game, number 2, Jenna Miller will start at guard for Dell Rapids. Another guard, number 10, Ellie Olson, 5'8", sophomore guard. At another guard position, 5'5", number 20, Kerrigan Kindop. At another guard, a 5'7", junior, number 24, Claire Winya. And at a forward, a 5'8", senior, number 32, Liz Price. Dell Rapids is coached by Dustin Steckler. Assistant coaches are Ross Huska and Shelby Vogel. Sioux Falls Christian, again, comes in with a record of 4-1. They will start a senior guard, 5'6", Mariah Harrison. They will start another senior guard, number 3, 5'10", Peyton Potma. They will start a guard, Jackson Swift Jr., 5'9", and Ellie Lems, a senior forward at 6 foot. And we are about to have the opening ceremonies of the national anthem, and we'll be back in a minute.
At this time, we ask that everyone please stand and remove your cap as Ethan Runs offers a prayer before tonight's game. Let's pray.
Lord, thank you for this day and the opportunity to play the game of basketball. We ask for your protection over both the players and fans in attendance tonight. Help us to glorify you through our words and actions and give both sides safe travels home. Amen.
And now, if everyone stand, we ask that you please face the flag as we honor America with our national anthem, being played tonight by the Sioux Falls Christian Pep Band under the direction of Mr. Michael Bruno. A reminder to all in attendance of the proper respect is to stand at attention with your right hand over your heart. All veterans and out of uniform military personnel may salute the flag. Ladies and gentlemen, our national anthem. And now, starting lineups. First for your Dell Rapids Warriors at one guard, number 2, 5'6" freshman, John Miller. And at the other guard, number 10, 5'8" sophomore, Ellie Olson. At one forward, number 20.
And we're back at Sioux Falls Christian. Mr. Ivan Voss is doing the starting lineups. Just were led in the national anthem by the Sioux Falls Christian Pep Band. And I was going through the starting lineup for the Chargers. I'll do that one more time. Number 0, senior guard Mariah Harrison, 5'6". Another senior guard, 5'10", Peyton Potma, wearing number 3. Number 5, a 5'9", junior guard, Jackson Swift. Number 10, a 6 senior forward, Ellie Lems. And number 20, a 5'6" sophomore guard, Maya Nelson. Sioux Falls Christian is coached by head coach Dan DeYoung, assistant coaches Ryan Fetters and Zach Perry, and Dana Snyder. Sioux Falls Christian will be in action again this Thursday night at T area, and then again on Saturday at home versus Watertown. Next 2 games for the Chargers. Dell Rapids will be playing also on Saturday versus Millbank at home for the Warriors. And we're about ready to roll. Ellie Limbs will be jumping against Ellie Olson. And that's controlled by Sioux Falls Christian. Jackson Swift will set it up on the right side. Gets it over to Maya Nelson, top of the key. To Ellie Limbs out to Maya Nelson. Mariah Harrison gets the offensive board. They get it into Limbs. Limbs makes a move. No good, gets fouled on the play. She'll shoot 2. Ellie Limbs was fouled by Kindop. That's her first personal team first foul as well. Ellie's first free throw is off the mark, no good. She'll get the second. Second one is good. Sioux Falls Christian will pick up in a 2-2-1 full court press. Del Rapids gets it over the half line. Winya on the right wing looking inside. Nothing there, gets knocked away, and it goes off of the Warriors. It'll be Sioux Falls Christian basketball. Good defense that time by Mariah Harrison. Maya Nelson will set the offense for the Chargers. Maya over to the right wing, or the left wing, to Peyton Potma. They get it inside to Ellie Limbs. She scores the bucket. Ellie's got 3. Sioux Falls Christian again in the full court press. And Del Rapids gets it over the half line. Penetration all the way. Coming out of the pack is Mariah Harrison. Gets it over to Swift. Swift will set the offense to Potma. Potma's looking inside. Nothing there. Mariah Harrison into Ellie Limbs. Ellie Limbs, 2-point basket, no good. Mariah Harrison on the rebound over to Jackson Swift. Swift will reset it. Looking inside to Harrison. Harrison looks for Cutter, out to Limbs. Over to Jackson. Swift, that gets knocked out of bounds. It'll be Sioux Falls Christian ball, 17 to shoot on the shot clock. Nice crowd gathering here tonight at Sioux Falls Christian for a big Tuesday. These are kind of unusual. These usually happen on Fridays, but due to snow, due to a reschedule, we've got a big Tuesday going on tonight. Maya Nelson off the mark. Mariah Harrison's going to be called for the foul. That'll be Mariah's first, team first, and the Warriors will inbounds. Jenna Miller looks to break the press. Maya Nelson gets the steal. Ellie Limbs goes up for 2, and she scores it. Ellie's got 5. Sioux Falls Christian stays in the press. Jackson Swift on the steal. Over to Potma. Potma over to Nelson. To Limbs. Up top to Harrison. Harrison to Nelson. Nelson to Swift. Swift on the back cut. Nice back cut by Potma. She gets it to Limbs. Limbs up and scores it. She gets fouled on the play, and she'll go to the line to shoot 1. Ellie's got all 7 of the Sioux Falls Christian points to this point. And we've got checking in the game Clara Justice, and Del Rapids is going to call a timeout. Justice in for Kindop is out.
Take a look real quick here at a couple of replays as we start. There was a really nice pass into Ellie Limbs. She missed that layup right there, and I know the feeling of not being able to give somebody a nice assist, but that was a nice pass in by Mariah Harrison. And then we had this little pass right here across to Ellie Lems. Like you said, she's hot right away. The senior center. We had a steal right there. So the Chargers getting it done. And then this nice little back cut right here, as you just called it, Jay. Really nice cut right there to Peyton Popema. And Ellie Lems on the other side to finish that one off. So good things going so far for the Chargers.
All right, Ellie Lems will look to complete the three-point play, and she does. Ellie's got all 8. Sioux Falls Christian back in the trap. Nice job by Mariah Harrison and Maya Nelson. Nice spin move there by Jenna Miller. She breaks the pressure, and ball goes out of bounds. It'll be Sioux Falls Christian basketball right in front of their own bench. Maya Nelson at the point for the Chargers. Nelson over to Popma. Jackson Swift looking to set the screen. Out to Nelson to Swift. Back to Nelson. Over to Harrison. Harrison takes a high post pick into Lems. Lems scores it. And she's got 10. And ball goes out of bounds. It'll be Sioux Falls Christian. Ball checking in the game is Bikey and Vanderleest. Checking out is Nelson and Harrison. Vanderleest at the point for the Chargers. Over to Bikey. Bikey to Swift. Swift three-pointer on the way. Off the mark. No good. Out of bounds to the Warriors. Warriors will inbound in front of their own bench. Chargers stay in the press. This time Miller breaks it. Ball goes out of bounds. It'll go to the Chargers. Bikey over to Vanderleest, into Lems. Lems, two-point shot attempt, no good, off the mark. Coming out of the pack is Olsen. Olsen looks to set it. Katie Vanderleest also almost had the steal. Miller, three-pointer on the way, off the mark, that time by Winya. Offensive rebound, three-pointer on the way, off the mark. And Del Rapids got 3 offensive boards on that possession. Jackson Swift will take a seat. And checking in is Avery Reitz for the Chargers. Katie Vanderleest at the point. Over to Lems. Lems back to Vanderleest. Vanderleest looks to penetrate, goes all the way off the mark. Coming out of the pack is Miller. Miller all the way. Takes the shot, and no good. Ellie Lems comes out of the pack with it. Ellie Lems all the way, no good. Avery Reitz on the rebound, puts it up, no good. And Miller comes out of the pack, the opposite way. Miller three-pointer on the way, no good. Battle for the ball. Del Rapids comes out of there. Ball is stripped by Lems. Vanderleest comes out of the pack. Ball is stolen as that pass was attempted from Popma to Bikey. And we're going to have a foul on Bikey the other way. That'll be her first, team second. And we'll shoot 2. That'll send Jenna Miller to the line to shoot 2 free throws. 10-0, 3 minutes to play, quarter number 1. First one is up and good for Jenna Miller. 10-1. Checking back in the game is Harrison. And Nelson. Checking out is Popma and Lems. Second free throw off the mark. Mariah Harrison comes out of the pack for the Chargers. Over to Nelson. Nelson sets the offense. Gets it over to Vanderleest on the wing. Katie takes a dribble off the pick over to Nelson. Nelson three-pointer on the way, no good. Rebound taken by Winya. Winya takes it up the right side. She sets the offense. The offense is a three. Off the mark, no good. It'll be Sioux Falls Christian basketball underneath their own basket. Avery Reitz will do the honors of inbounding. Maya Nelson running the show for the Chargers at the point. Over to Vanderleest. Katie dribble penetrates. Back over to Nelson. Nelson out to Harrison. Harrison hand off to Vanderleest. Katie penetrates, goes up, no good. Ball goes out of bounds. Maya Nelson will inbounds. Gets it into Harrison. Ball is blocked, but it comes out to Vanderleest. To Reitz. To Reitz. Out to Nelson. Nelson takes the screen, shoots the three. No good. Rebound taken out by Welbig. Welbig over to Miller. Miller dribble penetrates, jump stop, and that ball goes out of bounds. Turnover. Sioux Falls Christian basketball. Jackson Swift checks in. Brenna Bikey checks out. We got Vanderleest, Nelson, Reitz, Swift, and Harrison in the game right now. 1:50 to go. Quarter number one. 10-1 Chargers lead. Mariah Harrison, dribble penetrate, thought about it, got it back out. Into Nelson, out to Reitz. Reitz three-pointer on the way, no good. Harrison comes out of the ball, pack with it. Gets it into Vanderleest. Vanderleest goes up, no good. Nice move that time by Miller. Didn't go, but it was a really good move. Two-pointer up and good by Winya. That's her first bucket. It's 10-3. 1 minute to go. Quarter number one. Jackson Swift, left wing, over to Nelson. Back to Swift. Into Vanderleest. Vanderleest out to Nelson. Nelson three-pointer on the way is good. Maya Nelson hits the three. 13-3. 50 seconds to go. Sioux Falls Christian back into the press. And the Warriors break it. Ellie Olsen over to Miller. Miller penetrates, pulls up, shoots the two. I think that was a long two. Jackson Swift comes out of the pack with it for the Chargers. Over to Nelson, or to Vanderleest. To Nelson. Sioux Falls Christian kind of running a 4-out, 1-in offense. Looking for the back cuts. That pass is stolen by Olsen. Olsen over to Miller. 10 seconds to play. Quarter number one, 13-3. But dribble penetration up, no good. Jackson Swift on the rebound. That brings us to the end of quarter number one. Sioux Falls Christian up 13-3. We'll be back in a minute.
South Dakota
Courier basketball. Start the second quarter. Sioux Falls Christian came out at that time in a zone. Brenda Bikey up the right side over to Jackson Swift. Into Ellie Lems. Out to Maya Nelson. Nelson penetrates. Gets it into Potma. And Peyton Potma will be called for a travel. Sioux Falls Christian picks up again in the pressure. 2-2-1 full court zone. Press looking to trap. Usually corners and half line. And that ball is out of bounds. It'll be a turnover. Sioux Falls Christian ball. They'll inbound right in front of the Del Rapids bench. Again, good crowd on hand here tonight at Sioux Falls Christian on a Tuesday. Very balmy, 21 degrees. Maya Nelson, right wing, up to Ellie Lems. Lems over to Potma. Potma to Swift. Out to Lems, or to Nelson. Bikey over to Maya Nelson. Looks inside to Lems. Lems goes up strong and scores it. Ellie Lems has 12. 15-3. Beginning of the second quarter. We have a travel called on Clear Justice, and it'll be a turnover. Sioux Falls Christian basketball. 15-3, 6:52 to go. Quarter number 2. Potma into Nelson. Nelson over to Lems. Lems out to Jackson Swift. Over to Nelson. Nelson 3 ball on the way is no good. Battle for the ball. It's going to be off of Del Rapids. Sioux Falls Christian basketball.
Yeah, Lem's doing a nice job there of battling inside for that rebound, and it went off of a Courier player. Good second chances here for the Chargers.
Ellie Lems going to get fouled on the play, and that one will go against number 10, Ellie Olson. That's her first. Team second. Ellie Lems will go to the line to shoot 2. Ellie's first one is up and good. Second one is up and no good. Rebound, nice rebound that time by Maya Nelson. Kept it alive, gets it into Lems, knocked away. Good defense. Good defense that time by Liz Price for the Warriors. Sioux Falls Christian back in a man-to-man defense. This time they've rotated between a little bit of zone and a little bit of man. Good job of switching up. Brenda Bikey comes out of it with a steal. Bikey all the way. Bikey scores it. Brenda's first bucket of the game. 18-3, 6 minutes to go in the half. That time the Warriors break the press and miss the layup. And they get their own rebound. Nice hustle that time by the Warriors to get that offensive board. Miller passes it out to Olson. Back to Olson, top of the key. Right side to Kundop. Back to Olson. A little 15-foot floater, no good. Jackson Swift comes out of the pack with the rebound. Jackson Swift up the right side, sees Nelson. Nelson out to Lems. Lems takes it strong. Ellie Lems scores the 2. She's got 15. 15 to the 20. It's 20-3. Brenda Bikey on the steal. Brenda Bikey scores it. She's got 4. 22-3. And we're going to have a timeout called by the Warriors.
Yeah, let's go through a couple of plays here that just happened. Let's just look at this last one, for example. Bikey getting the ball back right away here, taking this shot. That bounces around a little bit, but she gets it to fall. This little pass right here to Ellie Lems, she drives the lane, a little floater. And like you said, she's already got 15 points for the Chargers, and we have 5 minutes to go in the second quarter. Big night for her so far. I love what the Chargers are doing right here, though. Jackson Swift not waiting in that entry pass down low. Now, Chargers didn't take that, but look at that entry pass. She recognizes that she's open. So the Chargers are moving the ball quickly. Del Rapids on the other end had a very nice fast break. Couldn't quite finish on that one, but then got the offensive board on that. Again, a nice fast break right here for Del Rapids, but they're finding themselves down 19 because the Chargers are doing lots of this. There's Brenna Bikey on a breakaway. Breakaway Bikey, you could call her right there. She's a sprinter. She's quick, and that one falls for 2 for her. So Chargers definitely playing aggressive and putting a lot of pressure on the Couriers in the backcourt as well.
And we're coming out of the timeout. Reitz has checked in the game for the Chargers. So we've got Vanderleest, Nelson, Reitz, Lems, and Harrison on the court for the Sioux Falls Christian Chargers. They come back out in the press, looking to trap. And that ball goes out of bounds. It'll be Sioux Falls Christian basketball.
Yeah, and a turnover right out of a timeout. Not what you want to see as a coach. I'm sure that Coach Stickler is going to have some things at halftime, going to try to adjust.
Maya Nelson, right wing, looking inside to Lems. Lems gets it, goes up, scores it. And she is fouled. Fouled on the play. She'll shoot 1.
Here's the play again right here. Good power move that time by Lems.
That is up and good. Lems has 18. Another steal, and that ball goes out of bounds. Checking in the game is Aubrey Van Beek. Checking out is Maya Nelson. Aubrey Van Beek in, Nelson out. Vanderleest on the ball. Tipped away by Lems. Vanderleest gets the steal. Vanderleest scores the bucket. Harrison and Vanderleest on the. That was a good defense that time by Reitz. Vanderleest on the bucket. Katie's got a quick 4. Vanderleest and Harrison causing havoc up front. Aubrey almost had her hand on that ball. 3-pointer taken and good by Winya. That is her second bucket. She's got 5. 29-6, 3:50 to go, second quarter. Live from Ivan Voscourt. Reitz on the dribble. Penetration no good. Harrison on the rebound over to Van Beek. Van Beek into Lems. Lems out to Reitz. Out to Lems. Lems takes the 3. No good. Nice rebound by Aubrey Van Beek. 2-pointer, no good. And that's going to go off of the Chargers. It'll be Del Rapids basketball. Peyton Potma checking in. Ellie Lems checks out for the Chargers. Sioux Falls Christian stays in the press. That time it is broken.
Nice
that was a really good pass by Miller. Offensive rebound and putback. That time by Claire Justice, her first bucket of the game. It is 29-8. Mariah Harrison over to Potma. Potma penetrates and scores it. Peyton Potma, nice move. Well, we're going to have a foul called on Avery Reitz. That will be her first.
Yeah, and as aggressive as the Chargers have been, with that press, it's only the team's 4th foul. So.
Yep. So Maya Nelson checks in, and I believe Harrison checked in with her. Miller. She handles the ball really well. Sioux Falls Christian stays in a man-to-man, and we're going to have a travel called on Clara Justice. It'll be a turnover, Sioux Falls Christian ball. And Jackson Swift will do the honors, gets it into Nelson. Nelson, top of the key. Sets the offense for the Chargers. Into Harrison. Harrison thought about it. Over to Nelson to Swift. Swift to Popma. To Aubrey Van Beek.
Nice little take there by Aubrey.
Aubrey Van Beek scores it. Oh, nice job.
Chargers
nice
so
job
aggressive.
by Aubrey getting her hand on that pass. That caused the steal to happen.
Nice pass.
Into Nelson.
Oh, that little bunny. There it is.
And into Van Beek. And Aubrey's got a quick 4. And the Warriors set it opposite side. Olsen over to Miller. Miller takes it strong, and she's going to be there's going to be a foul called on Aubrey Van Beek for a push. And that'll give the Warriors a ball out under their own basket. Checking in is Bikey. Checking in is Lems. Checking out is Harrison and Van Beek. And we're ready to check it in. Ellie Lems on the ball. Oh, nice. That was a nice cut. Nice defense played that time. 3-pointer on the way. No good. Taken by Winya.
Another good offensive board.
Another offensive board, and that's put back by Liz Price. First bucket of the game for Liz. 35-10. Minute 30 to go. Half number 1. Maya Nelson over to Brenda Bikey. Bikey penetrates out to Popma. To Nelson. To Swift. To Lems. Lems out to Nelson. Nelson 3 on the way, and that is no good. And the rebound taken out of there by Liz Price. Price over to Miller. 3-pointer on the way is good.
That was downtown.
Taken by Claire Winya. That is her second 3. She has 8 of the 13 points for the Warriors. 35-13, 50 seconds to go in the first half. Nelson over to Swift. Swift 3-pointer, no good. And coming out of the pack is Miller. Miller puts up a lefty, no good. They're getting a lot of offensive rebounds down there. And we're going to have a jump ball called, and should be Sioux Falls Christian basketball. Van der Leest checks in, Swift checks out.
They turn the shot clock off because we have 31.7 seconds left. See if the Chargers hold it for the last shot here.
Yeah, it's 24 seconds on the shot clock.
Oh, sorry.
Or on the game clock. And we're going to hold for the last shot. Ball is knocked out of bounds. It'll be Sioux Falls Christian ball. Liz Price got a hand on that one. Peyton Popma will inbound. 8 seconds to go. They get it into Nelson. Nelson over to Bikey. Bikey 3-pointer on the way, no good. And that'll bring us to the end of the half. Sioux Falls Christian leads 35-13. And 18 points of that 35 comes from Ellie Lims in the first half. Aubrey Van Beek had 4, Brenda Bikey 4, Peyton Popma 2, Katie Vanderleest 4, and Maya Nelson 3 for 35 points for the Chargers. Dell Rapids in that first half was led by Claire Winya with 8, Claire Justice 2, Liz Price with 2. And I'm missing 1 point somewhere. We'll be back in about 9 minutes.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time we would like to recognize the 8th grade girls basketball team on their successful season. They finished with a 9-2 record and as the NAC 12 Conference champions. The following members please come to the floor. Selena Adams, Raina Fisher, Oakley Hadler, Emery Lenz, Camden Moeller, Avery Nelson, McKinley Reisler, Neely Stanford, and Aubrey Boulder. And their coaches, J.B. Connell and Bree
All right, let's look at a couple of highlights as the girls are warming up here a couple minutes to go in the halftime. Looking at a couple highlights from this first half. The Sioux Falls Christian girls up 35-13. Here we've got a pass inside to Ellie Lems. She's had a big game so far. The senior here putting a lot of pressure in the backcourt on the Couriers, and a little steal off of that pressure, and Ellie Lems gets an easy 2 right there. And again, another steal from Sierra Swift right here. I've seen a lot of that tonight, some steals and buckets. Nice little pass right there, backdoor pass. One of the things the Chargers are doing very nicely tonight is hitting their cutters, moving the ball around, and using a lot of different girls to get things done. Hard take right there, offensive rebound, Peyton Popema. Mariah Harrison to Swift, and then again right there, she sees Popema underneath. Just great eyesight, great vision on the court by the Chargers. Back the other way come the Dell Rapids Couriers with a little floater right there down the lane. Chargers kicking it out this time and hitting from downtown. The Couriers had a couple from downtown as well. Again, back inside to Ellie Lems. A couple more here. Another pass inside to Ellie Lems, hitting that out-of-bounds play right there. Didn't get that shot, but she got to the free throw lane. And then a good hustle right there. What a nice little play. I'm going to end on that one right there with 28 seconds to go. That play right there, just good quickness. That was Nelson right there getting that offensive rebound. And so we're back, ready to start the second half with a great one. Jay Wastra on the mic. Thanks for joining us tonight. This is a doubleheader, and the boys' game will be up next after one more half of the girls.
And we're back, ready to start second half. I noticed you're a little more tan than most of us coming back from Christmas, Mr. Voss. Is there a reason for that? Or?
They have sprays now that you can, They have lotions that you can put on.
Okay.
It's because I have no hair to protect my scalp.
It's not like you made a trip to Mexico or anything. All right, we're back. Dell Rapids basketball to start the half. Sioux Falls Christian comes out in a 1-3-1 half-court defense to start this half. Dell Rapids will look at filling the gaps. Probably try to get somebody on the baseline, running the baseline. Sioux Falls Christian comes out with a steal up to Peyton Popma. Peyton had the ball taken away from her. Out to Swift. Swift three-pointer on the way. Jackson's no good. Ellie Lems on the rebound. Ellie Lems scores it. I believe that's point number 20 for Ellie Lems. Nice hustle, Peyton Popma. And we got a jump ball, and it'll be Sioux Falls Christian basketball.
Here it is again. It's like a pinball in there. Here's the pass, and then ding, 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 ding.
That's more dinging on a pinball machine than I've ever had success with.
Hit the jackpot right there.
Jackson Swift do the inbounding. Into Maya Nelson. Maya Nelson top of the key. Over to Peyton Popma, right side. Looks at Lems inside. Lems takes it strong. Lems goes up strong and scores it. She's got 22. Sioux Falls Christian stays in a trapping press, full court. And coming out of the pack is Miller. Miller takes it all the way. Ball is knocked away. Three-pointer on the way, no good. Jackson Swift comes out with a rebound. Swift over to Nelson. Nelson to Swift. Swift looking inside, gets over to Popma to Harrison. Nice pass, nice cut, Jackson Swift.
Beautiful.
Jackson Swift, nice cut and nice pass by Mariah Harrison. Sioux Falls Christian backs the press off, back into a 1-3-1 zone. We didn't play this very much that I can recall, so we'll see how they do it. Two-pointer off the mark. Coming out of the pack is Maya Nelson. Maya Nelson sets the offense for the Chargers. Looks at Jackson Swift, right wing. Jackson to the top of the key, over to Lems. Lems into Harrison. Nice cut by Popma. Out to Lems, over to Nelson. Nelson to Swift. And they get it back into Limbs. Limbs to Harrison. Harrison
Nice pass.
scores. Harrison scores the basket. Nice assist by Ellie Limbs. 43-13. 5:40 to go. Quarter number 3.
Let's look at a couple of those last plays real quick as they've called a timeout right here. This last one right here, if you just watch the passing and then Lems seeing that Harrison is open on that little cut. Great unselfish play. She didn't force it up. And then this play right here, just watch that backdoor cut. I want to play this one again because she is cutting before, I believe. Yeah, she's cutting before Harrison even has the ball. So Jackson Swift knows where she has to be, and she's anticipating that. What a great job. And it all happens, too, right there with the pick. I believe that was Ellie Lems with that pick. I just like this play because she might have got away with a little movement on that screen, but great job by the Chargers. Came out with a lot of pressure again here, start second half.
And the Del Rapids will inbounds. Claire Winya gets it into Miller. Miller left side to Kidnap. Sioux Falls Christian came out in the zone again. Three-pointer on the way, no good. Maya Nelson comes out with the board. Over to Avery Reitz to Katie Vanderleest. Katie on the left wing looks to penetrate. Gets it out to Nelson. Over to Bikey. Bikey penetrates to Harrison. Harrison, good strong move. Harrison's fouled on the play. She'll shoot 2. Mariah Harrison will go to the line to shoot 2. And that foul was on. It's the first team foul of the half. Foul was called on number 34, Shelby Welbig. Her first. Mariah Harrison's first free throw is off the mark. She'll get number 2. Mariah's second one is good. Third point of the game for Mariah. 5'6" senior guard. But plays in the post. Sioux Falls Christian back into man-to-man. Brenna Bikey shoots the gap. Brenna Bikey all the way, shoots the 2-point layup, and Brenna has 6. 46-13, 4:40 to go, third quarter. From the house that Ivan built. Katie Vanderleest kicks it up. Pass is intercepted. Turnover. Nice move by Miller. Vanderleest and Olsen come down with it. It'll be a jump ball. It'll stay Del Rapids basketball. Patma, Swift check in. Nelson and Harrison check out. Actually, it will be, it'll be Del Rapids basketball on the jump ball. Alternate possession rule. And Jenna Miller will do the honors of inbounding. She does get it into Winya. Winya sets it back to Miller. Miller looks to penetrate baseline. Miller does a really good job handling the ball. Dribble penetration, looking to pop it out. 15-footer by Miller off the mark. Brenna Bikey comes out of the pack with the board. Brenna Bikey takes it up herself. Passes it over to Jackson Swift, left wing. Jackson Swift sets for the 3. And she gets it stuck between the basket and the backboard.
We're going to have a Charger come out. First attempt, no good. Second attempt. I think he was trying to make it. Was that Tucker?
I don't know.
That was Tucker Koyman. Maybe not.
That's a time when you don't want to be sitting in the front row and you can't touch the rim, and they ask you to come do that, right? He had no problem, but
no.
Those of us with a 2 credit card vertical would have had a difficult time with that. Jackson Swift, no good.
No good follow.
Peyton Patma got the rebound, nothing there. Miller comes out of the pack, and she'll set it right side. 3-pointer on the way. Taken by Winya, no good. And that'll go off the Chargers. It'll stay Dow Rapids basketball, 46-13. 2:45 to go. And it is running clock right now, so I don't know if it was supposed to be, but it was.
That was good steal right there. Bikey's looking for it back.
And off Katie Vanderleest
I got to play Bikey's steal just a minute ago here. So I missed that one, but right there she anticipates that pass. Well, one more time. A nice steal.
Ellie
And she
Limbs
just had another one.
checks back in. It is a running clock, so it must happen at 30. Sioux Falls Christian stays in the man-to-man, this time out of bounds. Miller picked up by Bikey. And we're going to have a foul called on Brenna Bikey. No. Foul called on Jackson Swift. Yeah, that is Jackson's first. Team first of the half. Potma checks out. And Aubrey Van Beek checks in. Miller, two-pointer on the way, good by Jenna Miller. And Katie Vanderleest will inbounds. Vanderleest into Swift, back to Vanderleest. Vanderleest, 2-3 zone being played right now by Dell Rapids. They get into Ellie Limbs. Into Van Beek. Ellie Limbs scores it. Ellie Limbs has 24 of the 48, 50 seconds to go in quarter number 3. Nice play that time. Good heads up by Claire Justice on the tap back. Vanderleest over to Bikey, out to Swift, over to Van Beek, into Limbs. Limbs out to Vanderleest. Vanderleest two-pointer on the way is good. Katie Vanderleest has 6, 50-17. Three-pointer on the way, off the mark, taken by Winya. Jackson Swift comes out of the pack, up to Aubrey Van Beek. Oh, nice move by Aubrey. Nice two-point basket by Aubrey Van Beek. She's got 6, 52-17 into the third quarter. 3 new Chargers will be checking in. We'll be back in 1 minute. (52-17) Chargers lead. Going into the fourth, it'll be a running clock. Avery Reitz will inbound for the Chargers, and she'll be inbounding into Maya Nelson. Vanderleest right wing. Katie gets it into Avery. Reitz pops it back out over to Vanderleest. Out to Harrison, over to Reitz. Out to Vanderleest. Into Bikey, Reitz, nice move, nice shot. Avery gets that bucket. That's her first 2 of the game. 54-17. Chargers lead. Sioux Falls Christian in that's still a man-to-man. Looked like a zone there a little bit, but Chargers playing really good defense. Oh, nice defense block that time. It's a good drive, but a nice block. Checking into the game for the Warriors is Shelby Welbig. In for the Chargers is Ellie Lounsbury. And who else checked in on that play? I didn't see who the other person was that checked in. Avery Reitz on the steal. Avery gets it over to Nelson, over to Bikey, over to Aubrey Van Beek. Reitz out to Lounsbury. Bikey, two-pointer on the way, no good. Rebound by Welbig. Welbig gets it out to Winya. Winya sets the offense for the Warriors. The right side to Olsen. Picked up by Van Beek. Olsen all the way to the hole, and she scores it. Two-point basket. Ellie Olsen, 54-19, 6 minutes to go in this game. Again, it'll be running clock this quarter. Ellie Lounsbury looks at getting into Aubrey Van Beek. It goes off of the leg of Clara Justice. Check it in for the Chargers is Jenna Sprick. Brenda Bikey over to Lounsbury. Back to Bikey. Bikey over to Sprick. To Van Beek. Out to Sprick. That pass is intercepted by Clara Justice, and we're going to have a foul called on Brenna Bikey. That's her second. Maya Vendong is checking in, and Brenna Bikey checks out. Miller on the penetration, and we're going to have a foul called up top. See who they got on that one. Looks like Aubrey Van Beek was whistled for it. That's Aubrey's second. Del Rapids gets it inbounds. Nice defense there by Avery Reitz. Ball is stolen back by the Warriors. Two-point basket is good by Clara Justice. That's 6 for her. 54-21. 4:18 to go. Lounsbury two-pointer up off the mark. No good. Maya Vendong battles for the board. She's called for a foul. That's her first. Team fourth. And Del Rapids will do the honors. Looks like we got a sub coming in. Maya DeStichter checks in the game. Checking out is Kerrigan Kidnap. And Maya Vendong is going to be called for the block. That's her second, team fifth. I see Terry and Jackie Scop have entered the building tonight. Good to see the Scops here.
Speaking of Scops, I think a Scop just checked into the game. No related. No, not that I know of anyhow.
Yep, it's going to go off of Sydney Scop. It'll stay Warrior basketball. Two-pointer no good. Sydney Scop on the rebound. Jenna Sprick, penetration out to Vendong. Vendong looks to penetrate, loses it. Coming out of the pack is number 22, Taylor Schmidt. 2:15 to go in the fourth quarter, 54-21. Sioux Falls Christian leads this one. 16-footer taken, no good. Rebounded. Rebound taken by Clara Justice. Minute 45. Picked up by Vendong. Oh, nice defensive play there by Maya Vendong. Gets it over to Sydney Scott. Sydney sets the offense for the Chargers. Over to Jenna Sprick, right wing. Jenna on the penetration. Out to Lounsbury. Scott, no good. And that goes out of bounds. It'll be Dow Rapids basketball. Aubrey Van Beek checking back in. Dow Rapids sets it on the right side. Picked up by Scott. Knocked away. Good defense. Ball goes up to Aubrey Van Beek. Aubrey Van Beek scores it. Aubrey's got 8. It's 56-21, 50 seconds to go. Boys game will follow in probably about 15 minutes after this one's over. Aubrey Van Beek on the steal. No good on the layup. 30 seconds to go. Picked up by Sydney Scott, picks up the ball. That's number 4, Reagan Van Zee. No good. Coming out of the pack is Jenna Sprick. Sprick over to Lounsbury. Over to Scott. Scott, 2-point basket. No good. Jenna Sprick battles for it. And it's going to be a jump ball. It's going to be Del Rapids ball. And it'll probably take us to the end of the game because there's 5 seconds left to play. Running clock. And that is going to do it. Final score, 56-21. Sioux Falls Christian led in scoring tonight by Ellie Lems with 24 points. Mariah Harrison had 3, Aubrey Van Beek 8, Brenna Bikey 6, Peyton Potma 2, Katie Vanderlee 6, Jackson Swift 2, Avery Reitz 2, and Maya Nelson 3. For the Warriors, Clara Winya had 8, Clara Justice 6, Liz Price 2, Ellie Olson 2, and Jenna Miller 2. Sioux Falls Christian goes to 5-1 on the season. They will be in action again Thursday night at T area, and then again at home versus Watertown on Saturday afternoon at 3:30 p.m. So come out and watch the Chargers both of those games. We will have the boys game coming up for you in approximately 20 to 25 minutes. And we're back at Sioux Falls Christian. Tonight's boys game, Del Rapids Warriors versus Sioux Falls Christian Chargers. Del Rapids comes into this game with a 3-0 record. They have played West Central, Hamlin, and Canton, had one game postponed due to weather. Sioux Falls Christian comes in with a record of 6 wins and no losses. They have played Lennox, West Central, Elk Point, Jefferson, Sioux Falls, O'Gorman, Thunder Basin out of Wyoming, and Unity Christian out of Iowa. And we are about to have the starting lineups for both teams.
Second in a doubleheader between the Del Rapids Warriors and Sioux Falls Christian Chargers. Let's get right to the starting lineups. First for the Warriors at 1 guard, number 2, 5'10" senior, Braden Pekkanen. At the other guard, number 24, 6'3" junior, Jack Henry. At 1 forward, number 33, 6'4" senior, Camden Justice. And at the other forward, number 4, 6'6" sophomore, Tad Tigan. At center for the Warriors, number 30, 6'8" junior, Rhett Cloak. Del Rapids is coached by head coach Ty
The Del Rapids will start number 2, Braden Panconen, a 5'10" senior guard. Number 4, a 6'6" sophomore forward, Tad Jaden. And number 24, a 6'3" junior guard, Jack Henry. Number 33, a 6'4" senior guard, Camden Justice. And at center, a 6'8" junior center, Rhett Cloth. They are coached by Ty Hoagland, head coach. Assistant coaches Tyler Machino and Shannon Jaden. Sioux Falls Christian was coached by Coach Mike Scouten, head coach. Assistant coaches Justin Shepard and Brian Wassner. Will start number 2, senior guard Tate Snyder, 6 foot. Number 3, a sophomore guard, Tate's brother Cole Snyder. And at the forward position, number 5, 6'6" senior Ethan Bruns. At another forward, a 6'7" sophomore Griffin Goodberry. And at guard, a 6'2" sophomore Britton Mulder. Again, Sioux Falls Christian comes in at 6-0. Del Rapids 3-0. This is a battle of the unbeatens in tonight's DAC 12 basketball contest. We are ready to go. This should be a good one. From Sioux Falls Christian High School. Pretty good crowd on hand. Sioux Falls Christian side is pretty full. Del Rapids side is probably 75% full. So good crowd on a Tuesday night. Goodberry and Cloth will jump it up. And it is going to be controlled by Del Rapids. Del Rapids is in control. Three-pointer on the way is good. Three-pointer taken by Tad Jaden. He hits it. It's 3-0. Early lead by Del Rapids. Ethan Bruns out to Goodberry. To Snyder. Over to Snyder. Snyder to Goodberry. Goodberry shoots the 2. No good. Rebound, Britton Mulder. Back to back to Bruns. 2-pointer, Ethan Bruns is good. 3-2, Del Rapids lead, 7:15 to go, quarter number 1. Panconen sets the offense for the Warriors. Sioux Falls Christian opens up in a man-to-man. Britton Mulder on the ball. Shot taken, no good. Ethan Bruns comes out of the pack with the rebound over to Tate Schneider. Tate Schneider up the right wing over to Cole Snyder. Tate Schneider in the corner. Penetrates, and we're going to have a kicked ball. And it's going to be Sioux Falls Christian basketball. Tate Schneider does the inbounding. Looks to get into Ethan Bruns, and Snyder's going to be called for the violation because he came out of bounds, touched the ball inbounds. And Del Rapids will set the offense. Braden Panconen at the point. Pass goes right wing to Henry. Back to Panconen. Dribble penetration, pulls up for the 17-footer, no good. And Britton Mulder comes out of the pack, and he's going to be fouled by number 33, Camden Justice, his first. That'll be a first team foul for the Couriers. 3-2, early lead for Dell Rapids. Tate Snyder at the point. Over to Britton Mulder. Britton loses a handle, and it's going to be out of bounds off of the Couriers. It'll remain Sioux Falls Christian basketball underneath their own basket. Tate Snyder does the inbounding, gets it into Britton Mulder, into Ethan Bruns. Bruns looks to make a move. Nothing there. Out to Cole Snyder. Cole Snyder, that ball is tipped. Back to Cole Snyder. Out to Goodberry. Goodberry shoots the three, and he scores it. Griffin Goodberry hits the three. Sioux Falls Christian up 5-3 early on. Panconen on the dribble penetration. He's quick. Three-pointer on the way. No good. And Cloth goes up for the two. Rhett Cloth gets the first bucket of the game. It's all tied 5-5. 5:44 to go, quarter number one. Ethan Bruns over to Tate Snyder, three-pointer, no good. Ball is tipped, taken out of the pack by Jack Henry. Jack Henry goes all the way, shoots the layup. He scores it. It's going to be fouled by Ethan Bruns. That'll be Ethan's first bucket of the game, or first foul of the game. Jack Henry's first bucket of the game. And Henry will go to the line to complete the old-fashioned three-point play. Jack Henry, a 6'3" junior guard, no good on the free throw, and it'll be off the Courier Sioux Falls Christian basketball. 7-5, Dell Rapids leads, 5:27 to go in the first quarter. Cole Snyder off the mark. Ethan Bruns on the rebound. Ethan Bruns goes up strong, and he's Cloth on the rejection. And Panconen sets the offense for the Couriers. They ran a set play there with a 4 high. Now they're resetting the same type of thing. Jack Henry out to Panconen. Dribble penetration, no good. Cloth on the rebound. Dell Rapids gets the offensive board, and coming out of the pack is Cole Snyder over to Tate Snyder, over to Goodberry. Goodberry back to Tate Snyder. Bruns, three-pointer on the way, no good. Cloth on the rebound. Out to Jack Henry. Henry all the way, scores it. Henry scores it. He's got 4. 9-5. Dell Rapids leads. Britton Mulder. Britton Mulder looking inside. Nothing there. Out to Snyder. Goodberry, three-pointer on the way. Good. Griffin Goodberry has his second three of the game. It's 9-8. Dell Rapids leads. Panconen on the dribble penetration. Shot up, taken no good by Justice. Cole Snyder coming out of the pack. Cole Snyder at the point, over to Tate Snyder. Goodberry thought about it. Mulder, little turnaround jumper for Mulder, no good. Rebound taken by Jaden, gets it over to Panconen. Panconen sets the offense for the Couriers. Sioux Falls Christian stays in a man-to-man. Panconen launches a long three. Ethan Bruns comes out of the pack with the rebound over to Tate Snyder. Snyder sets the offense for the Chargers. Britton Mulder takes it strong. He scores it. He is fouled. Britton Mulder has the two-pointer. He'll have a chance for a three-point play, and I think he was fouled by.
And here's a replay on that.
The Chargers. Britton
Mulder
first.
Britton taking it right
strong.
there.
He scores it. He is fouled.
Courier just kind of came down on him right there.
Van Dunkersgood checks in, and Tate Snyder checks out. Van Dunkersgood in, Snyder out, Mulder at the line to complete the three-point play. And he does. Britton Mulder has 3. Sioux Falls Christian up 11-9. 3 minutes to go, quarter number 1. Panconen sets the offense for the Warriors. Jayton is in the game now for the Warriors, as well as Jones. Ball is tipped away. Sioux Falls Christian on the steal. Britton Mulder, crossover, no good. Ethan Bruns goes strong for the board. Over to Vindunker's good. Vindunker's good. Scores it. Jude Vindunker's good. First bucket of the game. 13-9, 2.5 to go. Quarter number 1. Jude Vindunker's good. On the steal, Jude Vindunker's good. Scores the layup. He's got 4, 15-9. 2:15 to go, and we're going to have a 30-second timeout called by the Dell Rapids coaching staff.
I think the crowd was holding their breath there, I think, on this last play right here. As you can see, Jude Vindunker's good. He's tall enough to dunk it, but he just went in for the easy left-handed layup. The play just before that, a nice rebound here by Ethan Bruns, and a little pass right there to Jude. Good effort right there by Sioux Falls Christian on the offensive glass. A couple more replays right here. This is a little cut by Britton Mulder, the one that he got fouled on just a second ago. And just before that, that was Goodberry from the corner with his second 3. So the Chargers on top here, but Dell Rapids very quick, and they came out hot right away. So we'll see what happens here after the timeout.
It'll be Dell Rapids ball to inbounds. At the point is Jones. Over to Jack Henry. Nice defense that time by the Chargers. Britton Mulder knocked it away. Vindunker's good. Over to Cole Snyder. Looking at Goodberry inside. Wassner in for the Chargers. Goodberry makes a move. Turnaround jumper is good. Goodberry's got 8. 17-9. 1:40 to go. And we're going to have a foul called on Cole Snyder. That's his first. Vindunker's good, right wing to Britton Mulder. Britton Mulder turnarounder is no good. Jack Henry comes out of the pack. Full head of steam up the right side. Over to Panconen. And Dell Rapids will set the offense. Henry, the long 3 is good. He's got 7, 17-12. Wassner back to Vindunker's good. Vindunker's good will take it up himself. Over to Wassner. Wassner looking inside. Up to Cole Snyder. Snyder over to Goodberry. Back to Snyder. Snyder on the dribble penetration. Nothing there. Coming out of the pack is Panconen up the left side. And he dribble penetrates all the way. And there's going to be a traveling called.
Yeah, I caught him just a little bit off guard right here, as you can see, with this quick pass and just a couple steps. Not called in the NBA, but called in high school.
Mulder and Goodberry out. Bruns back in, along with Tate Snyder back in. So we got Snyder, Wassner, Vindunker's good, and Bruns in for the Chargers. Tate Snyder at the point. 25 seconds to go. There's about a 1 second differentiation from shot clock to game clock. So Chargers will probably try to hold for the last one here. Dell Rapids putting good pressure on the ball, not making it easy. Could get called for a 5. He probably will get called for a 5. Wassner, no good. Long heave, no good. At the end of 1, it is 17-12. Sioux Falls Christian leads. Kind of a fast and furious first quarter. And we'll be back in a minute. And we're back at Ivan Voss Court, ready to start second quarter of the boys' game. Sioux Falls Christian leads 17-12 after one. Bennett Wassner will be doing the inbounding for the Chargers. Tate Snyder, Cole Snyder, Van Dunkersgood, and Bruns round out the lineup for the Chargers. Looks like Del Rapids pretty much has their starting lineup back out on the floor to start the second quarter. Van Dunkersgood out to Wassner, to Snyder, to Wassner. Down to 10 to shoot. Wassner, three-pointer on the way, no good. Van Dunkersgood on the rebound. Ethan Bruns, three-pointer on the way, no good. Van Dunkersgood on the rebound. Wassner. And Cloth is going to be called for a technical foul.
Couple of nice blocks by the choir down there. There's 6'8". Rhett Cloth there with a couple of block shots, but
yeah, I think he said something to Wassner after he blocked that shot. So Ethan Bruns hits the first. Ethan will get a second. Sioux Falls Christian will get the ball out of bounds. Misses the second. It'll be Sioux Falls Christian ball. Mulder checks in. Wassner checks out. And checking in for the Warriors is Chase Jones. And Randall will check out. Tate Snyder will be doing the inbounding. Gets it into Bruns. Bruns back to Snyder. And we got an illegal screen called. And that was on Britton Mulder, I believe. 23, I think is who they called it on. It is. It's his first. Team third. Both teams have 3 team fouls. 7:15 to go. First half, 18-12. Sioux Falls Christian leads the Del Rapids Warriors. The Dunkersgood picks up Henry. Out to Panconen. Panconen picked up by Snyder. Oh, nice cut. Really nice cut by Jones. He scores the 2. 18-14, 6:45 to go. Mulder. Over to Snyder. To Van Dunkersgood. Into Bruns. Bruns, easy layup. Ethan Bruns has 5. 20-14, 6:25 to go. Goodberry ready to check in. Panconen, three-pointer on the way, no good. Coming out of the pack is Snyder. Up to Britt Mulder. Out to Cole Snyder, and that is going to be taken away that time by Jaden. Jaden gets it over to Panconen. Panconen sets the offense back to Jaden. Jaden, three-pointer on the way, no good. Van Dunkersgood on the rebound. Van Dunkersgood taking it up the left side. Van Dunkersgood looking at Mulder. Over to Cole Snyder. Cole Snyder over to Tate Snyder to Bruns. Bruns on the move, turnaround jumper, no good. And Panconen comes out of the pack, picked up by Cole Snyder, taken away by Tate Snyder. Tate Snyder up to Britton Mulder. To Ethan Bruns. Bruns out to Cole Snyder. Cole Snyder, a runner in the paint, and it goes. Cole Snyder, first bucket of the game, 22-14, 5:20 to go. Quarter number 2. And we're going to have a foul called on Britton Mulder. That will be Britton's second foul. That's team 4th. And Ingbers will be checking in. Snyder will be checking out, and Snyder will be checking out. We need Wassner checked in as well, so thought we were going to be one body short. Panconen left side to Jones, back to Panconen. Panconen picked up by Wassner. 2-point basket is good by Braden Panconen. Wassner over to Ingbers. Into Bruns. Bruns makes the move. Bruns no good. And Bruns is going to be fouled on the play.
A little bit of a late hit there, too. As you see this replay, good fight by Bruns to get the rebound. He wants to go back up. It gets swatted out of his hands after the whistle.
Luke Randall called on the foul. Goodberry. Goodberry turnaround jumper, no good. Ingber saves it out to Goodberry. To Wassner. Wassner to Bruns. Bruns to Van Dunkersgood. Van Dunkersgood makes the move. Van Dunkersgood scores it. Jude Van Dunkersgood has 6. 24-16, 4:22 to go. Quarter number 2. Panconen sets the offense for the Warriors. Sioux Falls Christian stays in a man-to-man defense. Pass over to Jones. In the corner. And that is going to be a foul on Goodberry. Luke Randall will go to the line to shoot 2. That is Griffin Goodberry's first. That's
Here's
team
a replay.
5th.
He throws in a really good position there and just a little up fake. You could hear the slap from up here, I think.
First free throw, not good. He'll get a second. Luke Randall, a 6'5", senior center. Second one is good. It's his first point of the game. And we're at 24-17 with a little over 4 minutes to go, second quarter. Van Dunkersgood over to Wassner. Wassner up to Bruns. Bruns to Van Dunkersgood, inside to Ingbers. Actually inside to Wassner. Van Dunkersgood on the penetration out to Goodberry. Goodberry on a nice move. Griffin Goodberry's got 2. He's got 10. 26-17. Jack Henry off the mark. Van Dunkersgood comes out of the pack. Van Dunkersgood over to Goodberry. Goodberry to Ingbers. Ingbers' 15-footer is good. Carson Ingbers, nice shot. 2-point bucket for Carson, 28-17, 3:20 to go. Panconen sets the offense, picked up by Wassner. 3-pointer on the way is good. Braden Panconen's got 5. Goodberry over to Ingbers. Ingbers looked inside, out to Van Dunkersgood. Van Dunkersgood into Bruns. Wassner, Bruns, 2-point bucket is good. Ethan's got 7. It's a 30-20, 10-point game, 2:40 to go. Wassner on Panconen. 2-point shot off the mark. Battle for the board. Van Dunkersgood comes out of the pack with it. Needs a little help. Jude into Ethan Bruns. Nothing called. And another turnover. Sioux Falls Christian ball. Van Dunkersgood up the left side, right side. Over to Ingbers. Ingbers to Goodberry. Goodberry to Dunkersgood. To Wassner. Wassner 2-point bucket is good. First 2 points by Bennett. 32-20. 2 minutes to go.
Let's take a look at a couple. Let's take a look at this last play right here. Wassner on the cut. Wide open and a nice little dish to him. Just before that, a nice move by Ethan Bruns backing down the big guy and getting him off balance, getting him to get off his feet. Bruns finishing that one nicely. Here's a shot right here by Dell Rapids with a nice little move. He's quick and able to put that 3-pointer up. One more here. Carson Ingbers, nice job on the elbow, right off the screen, just like you draw it up. Great job right there. I was going to say, this play right here kind of reminds me of Mr. Woustra. that quick little drive, and then the long 3 ball that nothing but net. I just kind of reminiscent of.
You must. What part of that was reminder? I've never been in the same sentence as quick.
Oh, nothing but net. Then we'll go with that. The Dort Defender days, just a few years ago.
Yeah, it was back when the peach basket was still the basket, you know. All right, we're ready to start. 2 minutes to go in the half, 32-20. Coming out of the timeout, it'll be Dell Rapids ball. Sioux Falls Christian stays in the man-to-man defense. Britton Mulder ready to check in. Next dead ball. Jack Henry on the penetration, pulls up from 5, and it is good. He's got 9, 32-22, minute 30 to go. Half number 1. Cole Snyder on the wing, over to Wassner. Wassner looks inside, gets it into Ethan Bruns. Back to Wassner.
Really nice cut right
penetration. He gets the bucket. 34-22. Panconen step back 3 is good. He's got 8. 34-24.
He put a little bit of body right there into Snyder. I don't know.
Snyder on the penetration. And we're going to have a foul call on Cole Snyder.
A little bit of bump right there.
I don't know if that's his first or second, because earlier in the game I think he should have been called for one. And I think they gave it to Van Dunkersgood. But I'm not sure.
I show this play here that happened just a second ago. You can see him. He put his shoulder into Tate Snyder right there. Got himself open off of that. But I don't know. In football, I think that'd be called a push-off. Good thing this isn't football here tonight. But
53 seconds to go. 36-24. Dell Rapids inbounding into Panconen over to Jack Henry. He's going to be called for a travel. Turnover, Dell Rapids, Sioux Falls Christian basketball.
And stay tuned for halftime. We've got 3rd grade boys from Sioux Falls Christian, our halftime entertainment tonight. You can watch that.
3rd grade boys. Tate Schneider tried to get it over to Bruns. Nothing there. Coming out of the pack of the Quarriers over to Panconen. Left wing, 3-pointer blocked to Van Dunkersgood. Van Dunkersgood over to Cole Schneider. That gets knocked away. Battle for the ball, and it's going to be called. Cole Snyder will be called for a foul. That'll be number 2 on Cole, and that'll be a 1-and-1 to be shot, because I believe that's number 7. Carson Ingbers will check in. I imagine Cole Snyder will take a seat. That's 2 quick fouls. I guess that's foul number 6. Carson Ingbers on Panconen. Panconen goes by, throws up the left-handed layup. Down to 3 seconds, 36-27. Tate Schneider at the horn, nothing good. And that brings us to halftime. Sioux Falls Christian leads 36-27. We'll be back in a few.
Ladies and gentlemen, for halftime entertainment tonight, we have the 3rd grade boys teams. Coaches Nick Rogers and Eric Van Dawn with their players Caleb Quist, Tatum Becker, leaders William Van Dawn, Malcolm Rogers, Joel Richard, Oliver Van Dee, Owen Onick, and Vaughn Van Morrison. And they are going up against a team coached by Brett Vandenbosch, Jabari Wibbs, and Tommy Brown. The players are Alex Ebel, Bryce Schenkel, Deborah Wims, Gavin Travis, James Cage, Lincoln Jasper, Nick Brown, Roman Vandenbosch, Theodore Shields, and Trey Fisher. So let's get ready to go here. Third grade boys basketball. And we're off. White team with the tip. And the turnover, the blue team with an option here. They come across that court. Good defense and a nice steal by the white team. Here they go. Off to the races. Left shot. Go good. And it's going to be a jump ball. Go big blue, look at the pass. Look at the dribble, look at the pass. Looking inside. Good defense by the white team here, putting on the pressure. And there's the move. There it is. Rebound. Pressure on the side and it's out of bounds. May need our fans to back up, give them just a little bit of room there. Here comes the white team. They're looking to score. A quick move to the left, a pass down low. A driving basket in. Rebound. Blue team's got it. They're on the move. Up the left side. Out of bounds on blue. He surveys the field. He moves left. Baseline. Oh, he wants it. He can feel it. Rebound. Can he get it up? Good rebound. Oh! Not going to say that was intentional or anything. Blue ball. The drive, the switch over, the drive down the lane. Looking inside, reset. Oh, the shot is up. White team looking for it. Here they come. Oh, he sees his guy. Oh, the shot, in out. Rebound. And we got a substitute. gonna drive the baseline, pulls up, Hill drives. Here comes the white team, he has a guy open. Nice pass, another nice pass. Great shot, good try. Jump ball goes to the white. Looking inside. There he is. He puts it up. Roller driving baseline. Rebound. It's goal! Blue team looking to even things up here. They got an opportunity. Where is it going to come from? The steal. He's still going. Nice pass as he goes down. And that's the buzzer. Great job, third. Great boys, basketball team.
And we're back at Sioux Falls Christian. Halftime score 36-27. Sioux Falls Christian Chargers leading the Warriors. Unofficial halftime scoring, Braden Panconen with 10 for the Warriors. Jack Henry has 9. They lead the way in scoring for the Warriors. Sioux Falls Christian led in scoring by Griffin Goodberry. He's got 10. Jude Van Dunker's got 6. Ethan Bruns 7 at half. Good first half up and down the court. A lot of intensity. And we'll see the second half should be a good one. Sioux Falls Christian leading again 36-27. We've got 40 seconds to go to start the second half, and we'll be right back. All right, both teams coming back on the court. Dell Rapids will have possession to start the second half. Looks like starters from both teams are starting the second half, has started the game. So we are underway. Third quarter, 36-27, Sioux Falls Christian leads. They come out in a man-to-man defense. Panconen over to Justice. Justice takes the three, no good. Van Dunker's good on the rebound. Bruns. Actually, Van Dunker's good started the half for Schneider, it looks like. Cole Schneider pulls up, hits the 2-pointer. He's got 6. Henry comes back the other way, goes up strong, and the ball is blocked. And it's going to be off of Sioux Falls Christian. Looks like Henry might have tweaked an ankle or something, actually lost his shoe on that play.
Yeah, Charger fans wanted that off of his foot, I think, out of bounds off of a Quarrier there, but the ref disagreed.
I think that was the right call, actually. I think that went off a Charger. And Del Rapids inbounds. Panconen looks for a high screen. Back out to Henry, over to Panconen. Panconen dribble penetrates. Panconen 3 from the wing is good. He's got 13. It's 38-30. Goodberry drives hard. He gets the ball blocked by Jaden. Del Rapids comes out of the pack with it.
That was a nice play right there defensively for the Quarriers. That's some nice blocks tonight. Quarriers drive and pull up. There's a block of his own right there by Goodberry.
3-pointer off the mark. Cloth gets the rebound. Panconen back to Cloth. Cloth 15-footer is good. Rhett Cloth's second bucket of the game. He's got 4, 38-32. Lead is down to 6. 6:15 to go, third quarter. Goodberry thought about the 3 over to Van Dunker's good. Van Dunker's good takes the 3, no good. Back to Jude, got his own rebound. And he's going to be fouled on the play by Justice. That'll be his second. That'll be team first of the second half. Cole Schneider inbounds, gets it into Ethan Bruns. Back to Cole Schneider. Schneider, long 3. Off the mark. Ethan Bruns chases it down in the corner, gets it out to Goodberry, over to Mulder. Mulder on the penetration, out to Bruns. Bruns 3-pointer on the way, no good. Then it's going to be off of Van Dunker's good. It'll be Del Rapids basketball. Del Rapids ball. Panconen will set the offense. 38-32, 5:35 to go. Third quarter. Panconen on the penetration. Back out to Panconen, foot on the line. That's a 2. He hits it. Good shooter. He's got 15. Mulder over to Schneider. Back to Mulder. Bennett Wassner ready to check in for the Chargers. Mulder to Bruns. Bruns 2-point basket is good. 40-34. Just under 5 to go. Panconen over to Henry. Near corner to Jaden. Jaden dribble penetrates on Mulder. Puts up a shot, no good. Cloth on the rebound. Cloth puts it back. He's got 6. 4-point game, 4:40 to go. Ethan Bruns thought about the 3 over to Van Dunker's good. Over to Cole Schneider, and that's going to be out of bounds. It'll be Sioux Falls Christian basketball on the turnover. Wassner checks in. Cole Schneider checks out. Britton Mulder at the point for the Chargers. Now over to Van Dunker's good. Van Dunker's good to Wassner. Wassner up to Bruns. Bruns over to Van Dunker's good. Van Dunker's good to Mulder. Mulder pull up 3. Good.
Nice
Britton
shot.
Mulder has 6. 43-36, back to a 7-point lead. 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Panconen sets the offense for the Warriors, getting a high pick. Oh, that's a long three, and he hits it.
Well, his coach is Ty Hoagland, and he must have been teaching him.
Ty must have given him the green light from that distance.
Yep.
Goodberry looking for the cutter inside. Ethan Bruns takes it strong. Out to Mulder. Mulder three-pointer on the way. Good. Britton Mulder. He's got 9. 46-39. 3:25 to go. Quarter number 3. Wasner picks up Panconen. Now Goodberry. Panconen all the way to the hole. Off the mark. Britton Mulder on the rebound. Panconen picks him up. Britton Mulder, three-pointer on the way.
Foul on that.
Mulder's got 3 threes in a row. He's got 13, or he's got 12. 49-39, three-pointer no good. And that's going to be taken out by Goodberry to Mulder. And we're going to have a foul called on Jaden. That's his first. That'll be team second of the half. Tate Schneider checking in. And Goodberry checking out. Goodberry out, Tate Schneider in. Tate Schneider over to Mulder. Mulder to Wasner. Wasner takes a high pick. Tate Schneider to Mulder. Mulder three-pointer on the way. Good. Mulder's feeling it. He's got 4 threes in a row. 52-39. Panconen. Wow. Nice shot. He scores it. He's going to go to the line to shoot.
Here it is again.
1-1.
I think. Well, let's see. Thought I had the replay, but must not.
He's going to shoot 1. That foul was on Tate Schneider.
Here's the replay on that shot right here. He took it. Really good finish. Good concentration.
And he finishes it. He's got 22. Panconen's got 22. We got a foul called. I think it's on Bennett Wasner, I believe. No, it's on Van Dunker's good. That's 2. No, they called it on Jack Henry.
There's a little confusion here as to where they should take the ball out, I think, and who's that foul that was on. Now the Dell Rapids coach wants an explanation.
It was on Jack Henry, number 24. That's his first. Wasner to inbounds. Gets it into Bruns. Bruns out to Mulder. Mulder three-pointer on the way. No good.
Oh.
And Cole Snyder on the rebound. He's going to be fouled, I believe, by Jones. I believe that was on Chase Jones.
Oh, here's the foul right here, a close-up of it. Tate Snyder, nice job to get inside. He was just going to tip that in, but he got hit across the arm there.
Actually, it was on Nelson. That's his first. Cole Snyder at the line. Cole Snyder hits the first. Second one is also good by Cole. He's got 8, 54-42, 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. Sioux Falls Christian up by 12. Game was down to 4 earlier in the quarter. Sioux Falls Christian, Britton Mulder hit a few threes that
was a nice
pass. Nice cut. Nice pass, nice cut. Camden Johnson gets the bucket. Hammered back to a 10-point lead. Mulder out to Wasner. Wasner three-pointer on the way, no good. Ethan Bruns battles for the board, and Cloth comes out of the pack with it over to Panconen. Panconen on the crossover. He's going to pull up for 3. He hits it. He's a shooter.
Yeah, Panconen and Mulder have been hot this quarter.
He's got 24 on the night.
Swapping 3-pointers.
And Jack Henry's going to be called for the foul. That'll be number 2. It'll be number 5, team foul. We got Snyder, Goodberry checking back in. Wassner and Bruns will check out. Minute 10 to go. Coach Scouten going to get Bruns a breather here. Tate Snyder will inbound for the Chargers. Snyder to Cole Snyder. Not sure that one was supposed to go to Cole Snyder, but it did. Mulder out to Goodberry. Goodberry 3 on the way, no good. And Panconen comes out of the board with the board under a minute to go. Third quarter, 54-47. Panconen pulls up for 3, no good. Britton Mulder on the rebound. Britton Mulder will take it up himself. 40 seconds to play. Britton Mulder's had a good third quarter shooting the ball. Oh, nice move by Cole Snyder. Out to Goodberry. Goodberry 3-pointer on the way. No good. Henry on the rebound over to Panconen, and they will hold for the last shot of the quarter. Ball is tipped away. Henry, 3-pointer on the way, no good. Tate Snyder on the rebound. And that'll bring us to the end of the third quarter. 54-47. Sioux Falls Christian leads this one. And we'll be back in a minute. We're back at Sioux Falls Christian beginning the fourth quarter. It'll be Charger basketball, 54-47. Tate Snyder sets the offense for the Chargers. Ethan Bruns gets it inside. Out to Snyder, over to Mulder. Over to Cole Snyder. Over to Ethan Bruns. Mulder to Bruns. Bruns scores it.
Nice pass.
That was a very nice pass by Mulder over to Bruns. 7.5 to go, 56-47. Panconen has had the hot hand. He's got 24. 3-pointer off the mark, taken that time by Justice. Goodberry gets the rebound over to Bruns. Britton Mulder thought about it. Britton Mulder in. He is fouled by Cloth, I think, or by Henry. Both were there. We'll see who the foul is called on. I think it's called on Henry. If that's on Henry, it's his third. It is. Brings Mulder to the line, and Mulder will shoot a 2-shot free throw. He was in the act and misses the first. Britton Mulder will get a second. Makes the second. Britton's got 15 on the night. 16 according to me, but the board has 15, but I think he's got 16. Panconen on the dribble penetration. Out to Jaden, and he hits a three. 57-50. 6:40 to go. Britton Mulder will walk the ball up, get the Chargers into the offense. And Del Rapids stays in a man-to-man over to Cole Schneider. Schneider over to Britton Mulder. Mulder on the penetration. Britton Mulder hits the bucket. He's got 18, and it's back to a 9-point lead. 6:20 to go. Panconen sets the offense, splits the defense, and Cloth is there for the putback. He's got 8. 59-52. Cole Schneider out to Ethan Bruns. Ethan Bruns on the penetration, out to Goodberry, to Mulder. Mulder takes the screen, out to Bruns, to Goodberry, to Bruns. Bruns three-pointer on the way. No good, rims in and out. And Del Rapids comes up the left side. Del Rapids dribble penetration. Panconen goes up. He's fouled by Bruns, and that'll be foul number 2 on Ethan. Team foul number 2 for the Chargers, but it will send Panconen to the line to shoot a 1-and-1. Panconen has got 24 of the 52 Del Rapids points. Panconen hits the first. He hits the second. He's got 26. 5-point Sioux Falls Christian lead, 5:38 to go. Fourth quarter. Tate Schneider out to Goodberry. Goodberry to Bruns. Bruns over to Tate Schneider. Tate Schneider three-pointer on the way, no good. And Jones comes out of the pack with it. Over to Panconen. Panconen pulls up for three.
That was
no good.
Downtown.
Mulder comes away for the Chargers. Britton Mulder going to set it up. Over to Goodberry. Goodberry back to Mulder. Over to Tate Schneider. Tate Schneider will set the offense. Just under 5 to go. 59-54. Van Dunker's good is in the game. Over to Goodberry. Goodberry looking at Schneider. Schneider looking to get it inside. Gets it to Britton Mulder. Over to Schneider. Goodberry. Goodberry turnaround jumper. No good. Back to Ethan Bruns. Ethan up, scores it. Going to be fouled by Cloth. And he'll have a chance for a three-point play.
That was a hard foul. He fouled right here. It was a nice pass. And he just came down on the back of Goodberry. It looked like Bruns. It looked like he was trying to keep him from getting any kind of a shot off. Here it is again. Nice pass. Strong kid. Bruns.
Ethan Bruns will go for the old-fashioned three-point play. 61-54 can get the lead to 8 again. Does not get it. Cloth up high to get that rebound. And Jones will set the offense for the Del Rapids Warriors. (61-54). We'll be back in a minute.
Meanwhile, I think the Sioux Falls Christian student section is getting ready for a little roller coaster here. Let's see. Yep, I'm pretty sure that's going to be a roller coaster.
61-54 coming out of the timeout. 4:27 to go. Fourth quarter. Sioux Falls Christian leads. Panconen will inbounds. Gets it into Cloth. Back to Panconen. Panconen's had a great game. 26 points so far. Dribble penetrate, and he's going to be fouled on the floor. And that'll be team 3, third team foul. He's fouled by Britton Mulder. That's third foul on Britton, if that's who they called it on. Might have been Van Dunker's good. Three-pointer on the way, no good. Cloth on the rebound. Back to Panconen, three-pointer on the way, hits it. Got 29, 61-57.
They just can't leave him alone. He's just too good from that range.
Ethan Bruns thought about the three, takes Cloth all the way to the hole. Out to Mulder. Out to Snyder, back to Mulder. Mulder takes a high screen. Goes up to Bruns. Bruns scores it. He's got 15, 63-57. And that is going to go off of Panconen. Off of Panconen. And we got Snyder in, Snyder out. Ethan Bruns, three-pointer, no good. Oh, strong move. Jaden took it strong. Over to Goodberry. Goodberry to Bruns. And we're going to have a travel called.
Yep. That was a good call.
Travel called on Ethan Bruns. 2:50 to go. 63-57. That looked like a good call from here. Not sure everybody agreed with it, but it looked like a good call from here.
Well, it was a nice pass into Ethan, but he just trying to get his footing there and took an extra step, unfortunately. Just a two-possession game here with the Chargers leading by 6. Check a couple of plays out right here. This is, I think that was Britton Mulder to Ethan Bruns just a minute ago, and that's Panconen from the corner. He's got, 28, 29 points tonight?
He's got 29. That was just kind of another day at the office when you were playing, right, Mr. Voss?
Yep, watching you score 29. And there's a hard foul right there on Ethan Bruns. He has a big night tonight. He's got 15. Sioux Falls Christian scoring is pretty, we
got Bruns with 15, Mulder with 16, and Griffin Goodberry with 12.
Show a few more replays right here. Again from outside. The bank on that three by the big fella. That probably looked more like a three-pointer I might have been able to make in high school.
Yeah. All right, 6-point game, 2:50 to go. Cole Schneider on Panconen. Panconen's had a great night offensively. He's in the paint again. Cole Schneider comes out of the pack with it. Sioux Falls Christian hopefully run a little time here, get a great shot, get another bucket would be good. Last thing you want to do is turn it over or take a quick one. And
well, that was close.
Henry almost got a steal there. Van Dunker's good to inbounds. Van Dunker's good into Mulder. Mulder out to Schneider. Tried to get it in. Pancone got a foot on it, so there'll be a kicking call foul. Kicking the ball called against Pancone. It'll be a Sioux Falls Christian ball out in front of their own bench. Britt Mulder will do the inbounding. Mulder looks to get it in and gets it into Van Dunkersgood. Van Dunkersgood looking to penetrate over to Britt Mulder. Nearing 2 minutes in the game. Britt Mulder, step back three, no good.
Oh, you wanted that one.
Schneider going in. Pancone blocked by Goodberry. Oh, we got to take care of the ball here.
Charges.
And we're going to have a foul called on number 4. That'll be on Jaden. That's his second. Tate Snyder in, Van Dunkersgood out. Cole Snyder will go to the line to shoot a 1-and-1. First one is up and no good. And we're going to have a foul called on Ethan Bruns. That's his third. 6-point game, minute 43 to go, and that's only the team fourth team foul. I got Bruns for 3 fouls, but the board has him for 2, so we'll see what the official is. Henry on the rebound, gets it into Cloth. Cloth looking at making a move, goes up strong on Goodberry, scores it. Cloth gets 10th point, chance for 11. Goodberry fouls him. That'll be his second.
Here it is again right here. It's a nice move. Left hand, go up strong.
Cloth scores it. It's his 11th.
Just under a minute and a half, just a 3-point game.
63-60. Mulder over to Schneider. Schneider gets it popped away. And we got a timeout called by Ty Hoagland. 63-60, a little over a minute to go.
Well, that was a nice snag right here by Del Rapids. It almost looked like he was a goalie keeper there for a second, the way he got on the floor and got after that ball.
30-second timeout called.
Let's take a look at a couple of the last few plays here. This was the play just before with Cloth getting the 3-point play the hard way. And Ethan Bruns on the other end getting his, I believe, 14th and 15th points. No, yep. And again, the Couriers from the corner, they've been deadly from the 3, but the Chargers are going to have to put somebody on Pancone because he can shoot the ball. But there's still plenty of time here with just over a minute to go.
Just over a minute to go. Del Rapids ball. They'll take it the length of the court. Pancone will do the honors at the point guard. He's had a great night scoring the ball, 29 points. Del Rapids sets up in a 1-4. Ethan Bruns will be called for foul number 3, it looks like. Excuse me.
Kind of has the feel of one of those region games. Chargers and the Couriers have had a lot of exciting region games over the years.
Foul number 3 called on Bruns there.
Good hands.
Goodberry, nice steal. Good hands, 50 seconds to go. Timeout called by the Chargers. Full timeout called by the Chargers, 63-60, 50 seconds to play. And we'll see what Coach Scouten wants to do. They're going to more than likely run the shot clock down if they can. Del Rapids will have to think about fouling at some point unless they can get a steal and get the 3.
Chargers with 3 timeouts and the Couriers with just 1.
3 and 1.
Both teams in the bonus. So good enthusiasm on both sides tonight. Both student sections getting into it. We've had some great plays on both sides. And a pretty full house here tonight for the first game of the 2023 year.
Yes.
Our first boys game.
A lot of students
girls
on
game
hand.
already ended earlier tonight. We have another doubleheader on Saturday afternoon, so hope you can,
Watertown
join
Arrows
us.
come to town. Should be a good matchup, both the boys and the girls' side. 63-60, Sioux Falls Christian leads this. They're still in their timeout.
Got a number of alumni here in the house watching the game here tonight. So
Britton Mulder over the half line for the Chargers. Gets it over to Tate Snyder. Snyder over to Cole Snyder. Cole Snyder over to Goodberry. 35 seconds to go. Ethan Bruns over to Cole Snyder. Britton Mulder, three-pointer on the way. No good. Rebound.
strong
Goodberry.
rebound.
26 seconds to go, and he is fouled. Tate Snyder fouled by Henry, and that'll send Tate Snyder to the line to shoot a 1-and-1. That's 9 team fouls. Four personal fouls on Henry.
What a great rebound right there. Now it can be in the Chargers' hands. Just got to make some throws.
And we missed the first. Dow Rapids comes back. 20 seconds to go. Down 3. 63-60. Panconen with the ball in his hands. He's got range. He can shoot it from a long way out there. And that's what they're trying to get him, is a shot here. He takes it. He hits it. Panconen hits it. 63 apiece. 4 seconds to go.
I think the Chargers called a timeout. Scouting's talking to the official because I think there was at least 3 seconds on the clock, but
Big bucket by Panconen. Hits the 3. They haven't even put the score on the scoreboard yet.
well, here is the bucket. Let's take a look at it right here. He had a guy right in his face, and that was nothing but net. You see the student section for Del Rapids there just go nuts. What a shot under pressure. A little off balance.
6.5 seconds to go. Panconen hits it. He's got 32 on the night. 32 of Dow Rapids' 63 points. According to my...
I'm not a math teacher, but I think that's over half.
It sure appears to be really close to that. I should really dial up Shelly Skinner to check that one out.
I wonder, Shelly Skinner, if you're listening tonight, maybe you could tell us what the square root of that is or something. I don't know. Send us a formula. But wow, what an exciting! Oh, they put 6.5 seconds now back on the clock.
6.5 seconds.
See what the Chargers dial up here. It's going to be. I'm just going to stay zoomed out because I have a feeling this could get thrown long. We'll see.
It's going into Britton Mulder. Britton Mulder takes it strong all the way to the hole. He scores it. Britton Mulder scores it.
Wow. I know they're trying to clear the floor off here. I'm not sure. We're going to see this replay here. Hopefully we got it. Here it is. Watch that clock goes out. Ball's gone. Yep. I think Ty Hoagland is saying there's some time left.
Ty Hoagland is trying to get 2 seconds on the clock.
Yep. He's pointing at it right away. And,
what is that? What's it say
it's
on
true.
there?
I can't read the shot clock, but there's definitely at least a second.
It's like they're putting
It looks
1.2
like
on it.
Yep, it looks about right. I was going to say about 1.5, but
1.2 seconds. Del Rapids will have to take it the length of the
here it is
floor.
again. All the way. It goes right around the big guy.
65-63. Sioux Falls Christian leads it. 1.2 seconds put back on the clock. Del Rapids will go the length of the court. I know who I would not want the ball in his hands would be Braden Panconen. He has got range. He's shown it tonight. He's got 32. They also have a few other guys that can shoot the 3 and score the 3 as well. So Jaden has got 2 threes. Henry's got 3. They really only need a 2, so they could
I
throw
have a
it.
feeling
They could throw it deep also to
They're going to
Cloth.
dial it up. I was just going to say they're going to dial it up to Christian Leitner. To Cloth here at the free throw line. And he's
Christian
turn.
Leitner. Do you really have to talk about Duke right now?
Well, I won the whole pot that year. I had Duke as my team, and I was listening to that on the radio, so I'll never forget that.
1.2.
Here we go.
They got Sioux Falls Christian's got to keep it in front of them, make them inbounds it.
Yeah, they're going to call timeout first. They want to see what Dell Rapids was going to do. So that leaves the Chargers with one more timeout. Dell Rapids still has a timeout as well.
Everybody's standing in the Ivan Voss Arena tonight.
I think you've mistaken that for the Jay Welstra Fieldhouse. Definitely feels like a lot of energy here to end the night. What a fun game, back and forth. Dell Rapids really just stayed in it. They had the lead cut to 4, and then all of a sudden it was back up to 12, and then before we know it, it was a one-possession game, and then the big shot by Panconen to tie it. And then, of course, the drive all the way down the floor for the Chargers. Fans thinking they won it right at the last second, but here we are, 1.2. Got to finish the game. Thanks for staying with us. Hope you've enjoyed it. Here we go.
Got to keep it in front. He's got it.
I think it's late. Boy, hits the rim. And that'll be it. Not sure he got it off in time either way, but
Sioux Falls Christian wins it 65-63. Hard-fought game. Good game.
I kind of feel like there might be a rematch later in the year. We'll see if that happens.
We'll
but
see.
Thanks for joining us tonight. We'll see you on Saturday.